Hello and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today I'm doing another episode in my Disney Princess doll collection series. If you want to watch the other episodes I've done in this series so far, make sure you click the link in the description. It'll take you to a playlist which has all of my Disney Princess doll collection videos. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite Disney princesses. She's extremely popular, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. That's better. Anyway, yeah, The Little Mermaid was a really important film in Disney's history because the company hadn't had a success for quite a while, and The Little Mermaid ushered in what we now know as the Disney Renaissance, which was a whole period in the 90s when Disney was bringing out really successful films. And Ariel really paved the way for a lot more independent, active Disney princesses. I absolutely love this film. I think Ariel is fantastic. I love her red hair. I think the music is absolutely brilliant, and Ursula, the sea witch, is also fantastic. If you haven't seen this film, you need to crawl out from under that rock right now. Just like Ariel loves to collect human stuff, I love to collect Ariel stuff. So here is my Ariel doll collection. This is the first Ariel doll I'm going to show you from my collection. This doll is probably from about 8 years ago now. She was sold at the Disney store right after Mattel stopped making the Disney store dolls. This is a slightly later Ariel Disney store doll. She has articulated arms. I don't really like the swirly pattern on her tail. This is another Ariel doll from the Disney store. She's pretty similar to the one before, except there is a scale pattern on her tail. This is another Ariel doll from the Disney store. I really like the material they've used for her fins, but her hair's a bit shorter in this doll. This is another Ariel doll from the Disney store. This is when they were still being made by Mattel. This is an Ariel doll made by Mattel, and her pink dress transforms into a tail. You can actually see a little bit of her fins sticking out the bottom there. This is another Ariel doll made by Mattel. This is when I think they were still doing quite a good job with them. This is another Ariel doll made by Mattel. This is when I think the Mattel dolls have gotten slightly too cheap looking. I don't like the painted on top half of her dress. This is another Ariel doll made by Mattel, and this one can move her tail when you squeeze her hips. This is another Ariel doll made by Mattel, and this one came in a gift set with Eric. This is an Ariel doll made by Mattel, and she was part of their signature collection line. And I really like this doll. I think she's really movie accurate, and the legs underneath her tail actually bend to the side instead of backwards and forwards, which was quite interesting. This is a reasonably recent Ariel doll from the Disney parks. She is obviously in her wedding dress. This is an Ariel doll from the early noughties. I love her sequined bikini top, but I think her face doesn't really look very much like Ariel. This is another Ariel doll from the early noughties. I really like her outfit, but the second I took her extra long hair out of the box, it became completely matted, so I put it in a plait. This is a very bizarre looking Ariel doll from Disney on Ice. I've made a whole video all about weird looking Disney dolls, so make sure you check that out. I'll put a link in the description. This is an Ariel doll made by the toy company Simba, and she actually swims when you wind her up, which is quite cool. This is the deluxe Ariel doll made by the toy company Simba, and she has gorgeous, gorgeous long red hair, and her tail is covered in sequins. This is a really old Ariel doll from the Disney parks. I love her soft pink dress. This is another old Ariel doll. I got her from Disneyland Paris. She doesn't look very much like Ariel in my opinion, but these dolls are very nostalgic to me. This is another old Ariel doll from the Disney parks. This time she has her tail. I absolutely love the way her tail sparkles. This is another Ariel doll made by the toy company Simba. I really like these dolls, I think they're really sweet, and she has her hair up in a little ponytail, which is quite cool and different. This is a very recent Ariel doll made by the toy company Hasbro. They've gone for a rather different stylized look, but I quite like it, and I love the pattern on her dress. This is another Ariel doll by the toy company Hasbro. She came with a hair salon playset. I like the fact that she has bendable knees, and also her hair is really, really nice quality. This is a very, very old Ariel doll made by the toy company Tyco. She was actually one of the first Ariel dolls to ever be made. This is an Ariel doll made by the toy company Mattel, and she came out in about 1997, and this doll can actually swim when you turn her on, but sadly she doesn't work anymore. This is another Ariel doll from the 90s made by Mattel, and her tail turns yellow with flowers on in warm water. This is an Ariel doll made by Mattel in 1997, and this is actually one of the first Ariel dolls I ever owned as a kid, and if you take off her tail, she has a bikini underneath. This is probably my favourite Ariel doll. She was made by Mattel in 1997, and her tail actually transforms into a ball gown. And she even comes with a little dingle hopper. This is my designer collection Ariel doll from the Disney store. I recently did a whole doll review about her, so make sure you check that out. I'll put a link in the description. And last, but definitely not least, the newest addition to my collection. This is the Ariel doll from the Ariel and King Triton set. The set is from the Disney Store Designer Collection series, and she is absolutely stunning. This doll was a gift from My Magic Holiday. Make sure you check out their website. I'll put a link in the description. So that was my Ariel doll collection. Please don't forget to let me know in the comments which doll was your favorite. Also, don't forget to let me know which Disney princess is your favorite and what you think of Ariel. And of course, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And make sure you click that little bell icon so you don't miss any of the videos in this series. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter. See you real soon, doll fans. Bye!